I'm Richard Clarke. I record these talks every day as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 430. A Marathi gentleman asked, I have read much about self-realization. I do japa, puja, etc. Nothing seems to satisfy me. Can Sri Bhagavan kindly guide me? Maharshi, what is that you seek to gain? Everyone seeks happiness. Happiness is one's lot in everyday sleep. Bring about that state of happiness even in the waking state. That is all. Questioner, I do not follow. How is it to be done? Maharshi, Atma Vichara is the way. Questioner, it seems too difficult to adopt being so intangible. What shall I do if I feel unfit for this method of inquiry? Maharshi, guidance is there. It is for individuals to avail themselves of it. In this dialogue, a Marathi gentleman expresses his dissatisfaction with his spiritual practices like japa and puja, and asks Sri Ramana Maharshi for guidance. This interaction revolves around the quest for happiness and the method of self-inquiry, Atma Vichara, as a means to achieve it. The questioner starts by mentioning that despite engaging in various spiritual practices, he remains unsatisfied. Ramana responds by asking, what is it that the questioner is trying to find? Then answering by talking about the fundamental human desire for happiness. He explains that happiness is something that everyone experiences every day naturally during deep sleep, where the mind is quiet and there are no distractions or desires. This state of undisturbed happiness is what one should aim to achieve, even while awake. This is the experience that everyone wants. The questioner then asks how to do this, saying he doesn't understand the process. Ramana says that Atma Vichara, or self-inquiry, is the way. This involves turning your focus inward to investigate the nature of the self, thereby uncovering the inherent happiness that lies within. The heart of this investigative process is the don't know mind. When the mind thinks it knows, then it projects what it thinks is reality onto the world. And what you see as reality is this projection. When you don't know, then you don't project this reality, and so are open to whatever you experience. Inquiry rests in don't know. The questioner expresses doubts about his ability to adopt such an abstract and seemingly difficult method. The rites and rituals he performs now are activities he can focus on, but this open, "Who am I?" seems less tangible. The questioner approaches this as a doer and doesn't know what to do. He feels he may not be up to it. The Maharshi reassures him by emphasizing that guidance is always available. It's up to each of us to take advantage of this guidance and apply it to our spiritual practice. You need to look for guidance from a sage or a text, nowadays from a YouTube video. Then listen or read, reflect, and deeply meditate on what you have heard or read. This process first takes the teaching into your mind to understand it, and then into your direct experience so you can know it deeply within yourself. Ramana Maharshi's teachings here highlights a few essential points. Happiness is our true nature. In deep sleep, devoid of thoughts and desires, everyone experiences a natural state of happiness. This state isn't something external, but intrinsic to our true nature. Self-inquiry, Atma Vichara. This method is about questioning the source of the I thought and realizing the self beyond the mind and ego. It's about understanding who you truly are beyond the physical and mental layers. While self-inquiry may seem challenging, it's a path that can be followed with perseverance. There is always guidance available to those who seek it sincerely. You must seek for yourself, then apply what you find by listening, reflecting, and deeply meditating. Ramana Maharshi guides the questioner towards understanding that the dissatisfaction he feels from external practices can only be resolved by turning inward. The key to lasting happiness lies in realizing the self through the self-knowledge that comes from self-inquiry. This dialogue underscores the importance of looking within yourself in an internal quest for true happiness, rather than relying on external rituals and practices. So, know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 Verses on Reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like. and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment.